you have a cancer diagnosis in your family's history here. So tell us what it was like when Maddie was diagnosed.
Maddie was 4 years old when she was first diagnosed.
And I don't remember that much because I was a baby.
Mm-hmm. Annabelle was 2 months old. Mm-hmm. And I took Maddie to the doctor because her voice was sounding funny to me. And in the pediatrician's office, the doctor put the tongue depressor on her tongue to kind of check her mouth and everything, and Maddie coughed, and a tumor came out on her tongue. And we lived in Walla Walla at the time, and the pediatrician said, "Get ready, you're probably gonna have to go to Children's tonight." And she sent us to another doctor, an ear, nose, throat doctor, and he took one look at her and said, I'm not gonna do this. You need to go to Children's. You need to leave now and drive across the state. And then the next morning she went in and had surgery in her mouth to remove the tumor. But they felt very successful in that first surgery. And then about a week later, we got the pathology back, and that's when we found out that it was malignant, and that they hadn't gotten clear margins, and so she had to go back in for another surgery. And this time it was more invasive because they had to cut a hole in her soft palate to be able to get those clear margins. And so we came every 3 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. We got the bad news at that time that it had come back, and it had come back as a different type. I remember asking the question, can she die from this? And the oncologist saying yes, and just, that was heartbreaking. And I just remember sitting there with Mike, and both of us were in tears, and it was so scary.
Yeah, I think it was just, I very clearly remember Dr. Larry just saying yes. Like that was all she said, but it was such a sort of a thud.
And while we were there was, flyers around for the different camps in the area, but we kept hearing about the Good Times Project and how fun it was for kids to go and just have time to be themselves and have this whole camp experience in a safe place where they can be kids again and have that childhood that was being taken away from them by cancer. Okay. So we dropped her off, and Maddie, what was it like? What was it like going through the gauntlet the first time?
I was very scared, but I had my toy that we had bought, and it was fine. It was fun. It was scary. I made lots of friends and people at the cabin. All the rest were new. And I just made friends with them pretty much instantly.
Annabelle, what was it like when you found out you could go to minicamp?
I was like, oh my god, I get to see my sister for one day, and I don't have to miss her for a whole week.
One time I went under the gauntlet, and she was at the end waiting for me. I high-fived her, and then she gave me a giant hug, and I joined in. That is a moment I'm never going to forget. Ever.
So what else? I remember some other things that you've told me about that you loved about camp.
I like the pool. The pool is fun. I just gotta remember to bring my goggles.
What else?
How many years in a row have we forgotten to?
Probably all of them.
Okay.
Except for the pool.
I think, yeah.
This year we're not gonna forget.
No.
We're not gonna forget.
That's right. Not gonna forget the goggles this year.
Maddie and I got to go to the You and Me retreat, and it was such an amazing time for us to connect and having fun and meeting other families that are in similar situations, and it was really, really a wonderful time. And
Maddie, why do you think it's important that people support?
It gives kids like cancer kids and kids with other health issues a chance to escape from the reality of life. And just like all the issues they have, it just gives them a week to live like a kid and not live like a robot who needs like to be plugged in every every day.
What has the experience meant to you?
It's really meaningful. It's made me. I've made a lot of friends. I've learned a lot. It's been really fun.
Has it given you hope?
Yes, it has given me lots of hope.
Love?
Yes, lots of love.
Joy?
Yes, lots of joy.
Snodge?
Yes, of course, Snodge.
What is Snodge?
Supernova of joy.
Yes.
The Good Times Project is just brings families together, and it brings kids so much joy and hope and love and strength.
What's it like to see your girls out here in the wild, especially Maddie being all healthy and happy and awesome?
It's the best. It is the best thing ever.
Maddie, so are you excited to go to camp this next summer?
Yeah,
You do the polar bear swim?
probably from
Whipped cream fight if we have one?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who are you going to try to escape from?
You.
Not going to happen.
I'm on your team, Ursula.
You think they should give a lot of money, give till it hurts?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Because
You
you
gotta
Give till it hurts.
Give till it hurts.